Where I'm Coming From by Anthony Hamilton, up and coming artist.
Sitting here, guess I didn't make well. Got time, story to tell. Started when I was 9 years old. Woke up and daddy was home. I started hustling, they couldn't tell me nothing. Running in the hood, trying to be somebody. My soul's so empty, I was searching for something. Tried to be good, tried to keep from trouble. Living too fast, trying to make good for the hustle. Sometimes you get along. Sometimes you got hard. Sometimes you gotta walk to work, yeah. Sometimes you gotta do a little bit. Hey, wasn't really looking, guess I found it. 5'3" like brown skin, coming from the university. Not style looking kind of lovely. Didn't know she had much strength. Down the ride out, we didn't take the train. Even turned her to a poker game. Dropped knives for 5 chicken and sushi. Tried to be good, tried to treat you like a lady. Tried to be a friend. Turns out that you was your day. Sometimes you get along. Some things are what you seem to be. Sometimes you get all angry. Oh, sometimes you can pass me. Well, try to be good. Oh, there's nothing but your love, so didn't want to die young. Said he has to try to feed my family. Scared to have a kid and do like that again. Cause I'm so scared of family. Sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes you gotta move. Sometimes you gotta cry a little bit louder. Oh, sometimes you gotta fight the pain. Sometimes you gotta walk alone. Sometimes you gotta worry.
Let's get a shout out for Trez. This is Trez singing Coming From Where I'm Coming From by Anthony Hamilton, up and coming artist.
Sitting here, guess I didn't make well. Got time, story to tell. Started when I was 9 years old. Woke up and daddy was home. I started hustling, they couldn't tell me nothing. Running in the hood, trying to be somebody. My soul's so empty, I was searching for something. Tried to be good, tried to keep from trouble. Living too fast, trying to make good for the hustle. Sometimes you get along. Sometimes you got hard. Sometimes you gotta walk to work, yeah.
From Pinky. But look what's going on. We're going to have membership only. And in this membership only, we're going to have a book club. Yes, a fabulous book club. It's going to be reading in the chapters of Black Titanic. You're going to read about your ancestors. You're going to learn a lot about history that you don't get in the book. But anyway, you guys, sign up now. If you want your book, you want to be part of the book club, you got to sign up now. You got to start purchasing your book. It's $15, you guys. That covered. It's $10 for the book, $5 for shipping right? So get your orders in so we can start. We want to start by September. So the whole month of August, you'll be getting your book and you're started. Don't worry now. We're going to use one chapter at a time. Everybody going to read one chapter at a time, and then we will discuss it. Thanks. So this is how you do. Black Titanic 65 at yahoo.com. Black Titanic 65 at yahoo.com is going to be my email address. So, you guys will be able to remember that, right? Black Titanic 65 at yahoo.com. So let me zoom on this. Black Titanic, African Aurora, right? Read about this wonderful woman, Aunt Mary. She's everybody's auntie. Aunt Melinda, Aunt Melinda. We will be sharing Aunt Melinda's stories. We're going to have a great time, you guys. Anyway, I want the whole world to know about my auntie who died on the Titanic. Thank you. Don't forget. Get those orders in so we can get started on the book clubs. Members only. We got to start a members only. Now it's going to only be $2.99. Hey. How are you guys doing, you guys? Hi. Let me get house rules is that, everything is allegedly. Everything is just my opinion and my Titanians, my co-host opinion. Everything for entertainment and educational purposes and a little bit of mess. Hello, you guys. Hello. I'm going to be a little short because I got to go back to the hospital, but I always think about you guys. You guys, my heart, the baby's here, y'all, but my daughter, oh God, this is our parents' worst nightmare when you go there. And then I almost lost my daughter, y'all. Y'all don't know what I've been through. Good thing we didn't have this baby at home. She had went in for her checkup and the doctor told her something going on that your amniotic fluid too low. So he put her in the hospital. She still wanted to come home and have that baby at home. 3 days later, she was at 3 centimeters, y'all. 3 centimeters. And I told my daughter, I said, I get this. She's natural with everything. Her food, she don't take no medication. She's just a natural, believe in the natural healing of the universe, which is nothing wrong with that. But I said, baby, it's been 3 days. You got to let them do what they got to do. Let the medical world take over. You still trying to do what's best for your daughter, but what's best for your daughter right now is that she's in stress and she need to come out. She said, well, Mama, I don't want no epidural. She's going to try to be a big girl. And the doctor told her, no, I don't need you to push because in case the cord is around that baby neck, we don't need that. We need to go in there and take that baby out. They gave my baby the epidural. She stopped breathing, y'all. She stopped breathing. She didn't have no blood pressure. They coded her and they kicked me out the room. And I seen all these people running in my room. Every kind of equipment there was. Looked like pots, pan, everything. Defibrillator, everything. Y'all, that's the worstest nightmare. I never would have thought that giving birth was going to mean death for my daughter, you guys. But anyway, to make a long story short, I'm gonna show y'all this little video. She don't want me to show video of her. She's still in danger. I've been up there at that hospital for 4 days. Don't y'all forget me. I just be needing money for food. I'm tired of eating chips and snacks. And then, you got to pay the park. I be sitting up there because I don't have the money to just keep running back and forth to come home and get a little rest and go back because you got to pay every time you go up there. But y'all know I just got out of there with my brother. With my brother going through the same thing with my brother, on a life and death thing. So anyway, I just come home and take a good shower because I not been home. I ain't had no sleep. Well, anyway, she's out of danger. She's in recovery, but she can't take care of the baby. But she don't want the baby to leave her room. She's scared for the baby to leave her room. So it's like me, like I done had the baby stay in the room with her and take care of the baby, y'all. Well, let me show y'all this video. She don't want me to show pictures of the baby, so I have to respect her, right? This video is after they coming out of the emergency. She done had the baby and they shipping her down to ICU. That's where she's at right now, you guys. So y'all pray for me for my daughter. She's still not out of danger. That blood pressure won't come up. They can't get it to come back up. But she's alive, y'all. She's alive. And that baby, that little gal just as healthy and pretty. She that now get out of the sun because she just ain't feeling nothing. She just healthy. Yeah, the baby ain't nothing wrong with her but mama. But it's mama. Okay, let me show y'all this little video and then hopefully y'all can hear it. Emergency. Here I go coming out of the emergency. She just had the baby. Okay, so the baby finally is here and emergency. Once they gave her the epidural, her blood pressure dropped. She stopped breathing, so it was a quite emergency. Hey, where did the door close on? Okay. Damn, door close on. No, pull it over. All right, you guys. Video diary. I'm finally here. She's finally here, the baby. I guess I can go home. Yes, she in ICU, y'all. Yeah, my daughter's in ICU, but the baby is fine. So don't forget me, y'all. I'm going. I said I will come on live. I like to talk to y'all because y'all my strength. Y'all was my strength through this with my brother. But don't forget me of the needing food and stuff like that. Y'all just send me a little cash out for food and stuff while I'm there. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna leave that hospital. I don't want to leave my daughter. I just want to be there, Anyway, let's get to the program. Okay, y'all. Y'all saw the toxic. Should martel be fired from should martel be fired? Oh, let me throw my link out in case I invited a guest that's on methadone, but she gonna kick the methadone. She been free from methadone for I think 4 or 5 years, or maybe a little longer. But I think her drug of choice. I'll let her tell you what her drug of choice is. I don't want her to get mad at me, but she said she wasn't feeling well this morning, so I got the link out. If Lady P shows up, y'all let me know. It's Lady P. I never judged her, y'all. I don't understand this. How Keke is being vilified. She hasn't done nothing to nobody, y'all, but herself and her family. If I came to y'all and say I had cancer, you guys would feel sorry for me. But then if I come to y'all with some kind of addiction like what she's going through, everybody looks at her in a different eye. And my heart goes out to Keke because I used to be a drug in Huntsville, drug and retreat. I work at Bradford Drug and Retreat. So we treated them all, y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you drink alcohol, it ain't no different. See, people that drink alcohol look at the person that's on the weed different. People that do the weed and the alcohol look at the person that's on the heroin differently. But when you come for your treatment, all of y'all are in this together. Even people that's gambles. So one person can't talk about another person. You can't, because you drink alcohol. You can't talk about her because she was on the opiate pills. They all are addicted substance. Because you drink wine, you can't talk about keke, or you can't talk about the person that do crack, or you can't talk about the person that do weed or whatever, the opiates, whatever they drug of choice or they gamble. You all in this together. Honey, when I had to get that medication, all of y'all was in there together. I'm not, y'all ain't talking about my friend. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Everybody was in there together. The alcoholic, the wine head, the beer head. Some people only just drink beer. The gamblers, the people gamble all their money up, honey. They gamble all their money up. Is worse than having a crack addiction. So all of this, no judgment. When I'm around Lady P and her friends, I don't have no judgment. I'm taking some to the methadone clinic. If they didn't have no ride or they didn't pick it up, tell y'all what I did. I did. I'm always thinking about ways of making money. I got me like a little transport, back and forth transport business company, and that's how I got all my customers. I be waiting on them. All of my customers from the methadone clinic, wherever clinic they wanted to go through. Yeah, I made good money in doing that. Yeah. So I never judge. We have to handle them with love. Handle these people with love. And I'm gonna show y'all the video of her husband. She got upset with her husband. Y'all know Keke got upset with her husband because she felt like her husband wasn't being supportive. But he really was being supportive. In her eyes, he wasn't. In her eyes, he wasn't. He was thinking about the danger of that methadone. He was thinking about the danger of coming. You done came off the opiates. Now they putting you on the methadone. You're moving from one addiction to the next. And they say that the methadone is the hardest drug to get off, y'all. It is opioid based. You're still getting the same thing. But that's what her husband, to me, what her husband was concerned about, her moving from one drug to the next. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. And of course, martel. Y'all seen that thing about martel. Should martel be fired from his job? Sorry, y'all. I made a mistake and removed myself out of the studio. Okay, okay, we're talking. This is Tate. Hey, all the creator, y'all know my brains are just kind of operating at its low because I'm so worried about my daughter. But all the content creators, if you hear, welcome. And I just want to say, anybody that do help me out with food while I'm up there through the Cash App, thank y'all. I just want to thank everybody in advance. Don't get upset call me out that I didn't thank you for this and I didn't thank you for that. I'm not calling nobody out personally. I'm thanking everybody for being here. Tay Tay said, "Do you think the people that take it the first time and get hooked on it has addictive personality?" Maybe. They say well, that's what we're trained. That's what we're trained when we're going through school. That's why they go through the history of addiction in your family. When we go through y'all history, there's a reason. It tells a story. It tells a story about what would you be addicted to and what you would be not. What are you prone to? It say, for instance, most likely if your family got a history of diabetes, you can probably 99% you would. Your family got a history of alcoholism run into maybe probably run into your family. That's what the medical world is saying. However, my thoughts on this is my own personal thoughts. My thoughts on it is, well, how do you get those people that don't? It's some like my sisters and brothers. They don't drink, they don't do none of that. But I was a drinker. Yeah, back in the day, I like to drink my rum. I don't drink no more, but I used to. And my mama used to drink. So I'm thinking, how do you escape that? Some people escape it in the family. They don't want no parts of. They can see all this going on in the family. They don't want no parts of no alcohol or no drugs. And then there's others that in the family that that will become addicted. They see what's in their environment. That's what they start doing. And that's how I started drinking, y'all. Well, my mama was not an alcoholic, but she did drink. So I was like 17. I used to sneak her wine. She liked the wine. She liked that wine. That wine tasted so good. That sweet wine, mama, you would get sometime on the weekend. She'll sit down and have a cup of wine. I would sneak her wine. So that's how I started drinking. By the time I was like 19 or 20, I switched it to something heavier, which was rum. Yeah. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, they say like 90% of that will be if you have someone addicted with addictive personality in your family, you have inherited too. At least 90 some percent. Patricia, we're talking about martel. Yeah, we got so many different subjects going on today. Martel doesn't have a storyline, and Mel doesn't want to film with him. Yeah, y'all. I got Martel up there, y'all. The reason that I got it's not much to put up by Martel because he don't have a storyline unless he banging Mary, not banging, unless he throwing jabs at his ex-wife. But he did come out with a commercial, right? I think that's from Shop Reality TV. I was watching that. He came out with a commercial that he is being in some kind of gala, some kind of polo gala, y'all. What's that designer named Miguel? But he's advertising his wine again. He's saying, yeah, he started. Somebody must have told him, you got to stick with something. Hey, pretty brown eyes. My little niece, how are you? Welcome. I emphasize with Keke addition. That's why I did not discuss it. But the people around her are taking advantage of her and making her look bad for a storyline. Yeah, I wanted to. Hey, really? Okay, yeah, I'm going to say hi to really too. Thank you for being here. That can be hell of a dangerous. Yeah, you guys, I did outline that. When you see the video, I did on the addiction. I did outline how it can be a teaching moment for all of us, you guys. Because if you got somebody addicted to drugs in that family, your loved one, you own it too. And that's how we teach. That's how when I was giving medication, we had to teach the family too. Family get fed up after the family then exhausted everything year after year after year. they get tired. So, they have to go into therapy too with us. We have all of them. We have family in therapy, and we have the person that addicted off of it. Yes, it's dangerous, you guys. Hey, Lil Loft and Love, welcome here. So I was gonna go back to what Pretty Brown Eyes was saying that she never would. I didn't want to touch it, but I want to touch it from a teaching mechanism about this drug. Hopefully, Lady P, please show up. Lady P is. I just wanted her to talk about it with you guys because she been off the methadone for about 4 or 5 years. But she said that she said that she's not feeling good this morning. Yeah. So let me call her, see if we can get something. I'll call her after the thing. Let me go and get started, you guys, because I got to go up there to see my baby. Hey, Mary White. Y'all, this a different kind of feeling. Now, I love my brother. And when he was in that coma, but it's a different kind of feeling with your daughter, your child laying up there. Ooh, Lord, that's a different feeling. It just almost took me out of here. But anyway, getting back to the addiction, Sassy T, hey, hey, Sassy T. We're gonna get on to this. I want y'all to see this because this is very important that the family knows what's going on. Her body just aching. And I called Lady P. I said, Lady P, what's going on with her? She can't describe nothing but her body aching. I feel so bad for her, and it's real. First thing Lady P said, well, did she? She didn't go into the clinic. Notice she didn't say that because the clinic would have recognized what was going on. Would have seemed like she went through an emergency room or a regular doctor. Sassy T is on here. She we specialize in different area in the medical world. I think Sassy T is in the emergency room, so I don't know. She can correct me if she do. If she do, if you go through that emergency room, they not equipped for that. They're not equipped. That's a whole new different ball game in the medical field. That is, you may come down there just like somebody might specialize in diabetic. Somebody might specialize in orthopedic. Somebody might just specialize in the heart. So when she went to the emergency room, did she tell the truth? That's what Lady P said. Did she withdrawal, says Betty Wilson. Yeah, that's what it was, Betty. She was going through withdrawal. But she said if she would have told the truth, they would have known what to do for her. But if you just go in there and saying my body aching and they run all these tests on you and they don't know what's wrong because everything is panning out. Pretty Brown Eyes say, do they pay for methadone? Well, the clinic that Mary is in, they have a program and they do that. Well, she's not in the clinic no more, but they give you take homes. After you've been in there so long, she's fairly new to the methadone clinic, but what you've been in there so long, you go there, get your treatment, then they give you take homes as well, right? Now, well, if they give you take homes, and they not gonna see you back in 1 month or 2 months, and they give you enough, and you take all this up before time, your body gonna go into withdrawals because they will not give you anymore. You can't then go to the emergency room think they're gonna give you a opiate pill or a dose of methadone. They're not gonna do that. Okay, you guys, let me go on and let's get started on this. I wish Lady P, I'll call her to see if she coming because I really want her to talk to you guys. And the lady that's staying with her, I still take her to the methadone clinic every day. Her roommate. Y'all, I'm down here by the airport. This house is down here by the airport. So if you hear a lot of planes, there's nothing I can do about it. Hey, Linda Gamble and VG. Hello, y'all. Sassy T says, oh no, I hope all is well. Right here in Camp Creek. And get a picture of what I see the old lady gang. You see that? You got a picture of that? Yeah. A close up? Yeah. Y'all know the old lady gang. This is the second spot. The first spot is in Atlanta. This is in Camp Creek. We call this East Point, right? Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, you guys, come on, let's get a close up. So right here in front of the old lady gang, you can see they got a beautiful patio. Let's get so they can see the lovely patio. Yeah, see? Old lady gang, you guys. Yes. What a lovely surprise. But anyway, this is Black Titanic. Great job, Todd and Candace. Great job. Thank you. I guess I'm in this lady way. She just loves some meat out of there. Thank you. Anyway, Todd and Kansas, y'all step y'all game up. Yeah, show them the plaza that this is in. Just give a picture of the plaza. Up there. Alright, this Black Titanic. Don't forget now, Candy. Now, this is their second location, you guys. The first location is in Atlanta downtown, and that's the other old lady gang. And this one is off of Camp Creek Boulevard, not too far from the Tyler Perry Studios. And I'm telling y'all, Candy's doing her thing. She's hiring people in the community. She and Todd are helping out a lot of families in the community by hiring them. My husband talking about her drug addiction, you guys. And he's in the kitchen having this conversation with her. She don't feel like he's been supported, so I think he's gonna rub her the right way. But to me, he's got a lot of fear for his wife. The danger of her going from opiate to methadone. He don't understand it. I think he just wants her to just quit cold turkey. But let's listen to him. But yeah, he's thinking about the danger of this medication. That's what I get out of it. But she's thinking he's not being supported.
It's not good. All right, try this. Try this. No, don't chew all this doggone gum. You know, whatever the case may be. So that's what frustrates me afterwards.
But again, we don't know if that's the reason why I'm sick. The doctors, that's why they're there to determine what it is that's making me sick. I would never, number one.
Okay, George, this is my problem with this. I don't understand this. Did she tell these doctors that she was on methadone? When you went to the emergency, did you tell? They won't know. If you go in there and your body's aching and you will tell them that you transferred from the opiate to the methadone, they won't know. So I'll talk to someone else that is on methadone. This is our opinion. Her opinion is that she is going through withdrawals from the opiates. Okay, so when the individual who takes the danger of methadone half-life, this is what he's thinking about, the danger of it. She's not thinking in terms of the danger. She just wants to get that feeling off of her, whatever that feeling is. I never did methadone, but I did was a medication nurse in that area. But it says methadone center says when individuals who take the drug, if they take too much of it in a long half-life can lead to dangerous health risks. This is what her husband is talking about. Methadone can remain in the liver, y'all. It eats up the liver and other tissues such as fatty cells, for which it is slowly released back into the bloodstream. So it's hard to get this stuff out of your bloodstream, the methadone, because it goes into the liver and then into the fatty cells, and then, it can be released right back into the bloodstream. If the occurrence of the slow release from tissue while a person is taking additional methadone doses can cause toxic level. The drug can cause respiratory depression. It's dangerous. It's what he worried about now. But she don't get it. She thinks he's not being supported. Low level of oxygen in the blood, and it can cause depression. The way she standing up there look like she's going through menopause. Allegedly. Let's keep it.
Let me say this. This sickness, this is probably as sick as I've ever felt my entire life. Again, for me, I hate going to the hospital, but I'm pain. Like my back is killing me. It's like the pain is in like my shoulders, my joints, and I have no idea where this.
Okay. Yes, according to, I will bring, hopefully she'll come on today. She went from the opiate to the methadone. And this is a friend of mine, y'all know her, I'll bring her on. And she said that what she can explain how she felt. Her body was aching, she was going through detox. She's going through detox from whatever drug she was on, because they transferred this girl from the opiate to the methadone. So it says, although it can be given in low doses and not cause intoxication, euphoria, or any other dangerous side effect, often caused by a high dose of opiate. Methadone is still opiate based, y'all. When too much builds up in a person's system, they may encounter some of the side effects listed above. So yeah, she could be going to, according to this, she's going to.
As the pain intensifies, it makes my stomach upset, and I can't keep anything on my stomach at all. Okay. And to the point where I'm just choking because there's nothing left. And this is the worst feeling ever. I've never been sick like this.
All right, so look, case in point. So
I don't know what this is.
When you go to the hospital, all right, you can blame it on the medicine that they had you on or whatnot, but you told the doctors you ready to go. So I go tell the doctor, like, look, y'all not letting her go home. I was like, no, we need to find out what's going on. She came the other night, y'all sent her home. All right, with no answer. Y'all are puzzled. So I'm questioning, y'all's accreditation as doctors at this point.
Yeah, so she was not at a methadone clinic, you guys. You have to know that in the medical world, it's just like any other profession. You specialize in different areas. If she's going to the emergency room, they may be specializing in gunshot wounds or diabetic. But you have to go to the methadone clinic. So this says right here, because of the possible side effects of this methadone, patient and clinician must be very careful when administering this methadone, you guys. Yeah, so what's going on is that she seems as though she really is having some side effect from something, from the drugs or withdrawals or what. Now, he's questioning the doctors, but what doctor did you go to? You have to understand the methadone life, young man. He has to really, we tell our patients all the time, your family member just not only you on it too, because you got to be educated about this methadone.
Because they were ticking me off. I kept asking them for stuff. And they were moving super slow. When I'm telling these people, look, I'm really in pain. I'm feeling really sick. Like, please help me. I'm literally begging these people, help me. Look, I'm nauseous. This medicine y'all gave me is not working. Y'all see, I keep throwing everything up. Give me something.
Okay, well, my understanding of that about medication that they was giving her, she said it wasn't helping. She needed help. Oh my God, she just feel like she about to freak out without the opiates in her system, and she needs help. She's getting help, but she gotta ride it through. My understanding when I look at it with the other people that have kicked it off of methadone, they looked at it, they said, she gotta ride it through, boo. You just at your stepping stone, and you at a curveball, but that curveball will straighten up for you, Keke. Oh my God.
Stronger. And then they take hours to do it. And I'm like, y'all, come on. I'm sick.
You asking them to let you go. And I'm like, we haven't got no idea what's going on. So I asked the doctor, like, look, we don't know. Everything looks good. All the vitals are good. I'm like, that's not going to cut it. You got to give me a better answer than that.
Right, there's something going on.
So I asked the doctor, I said, well, look, can y'all keep her overnight and look at her? Well, she said she's ready to go. I said, doctor.
That's because they.
I said, she's on. What was that medicine they had you on?
We cannot make them stay. Bruh, she wasn't gonna stay, and you want her to stay, but we cannot make her stay. You cannot. There'd be a big old lawsuit that we kept this girl there against her wishes. That's why we don't allow them. They say they gotta go. They'll sign a medical contract against medical advice and get the hell on out of there now. From the looks of it, he wants her to stay, and Keke don't want to stay. Keke want to get the hell out of there after she found out that they wasn't going to help her. They can't help you, Tisha. You got to ride it out. And they supposed to have given her, how my friend said, they're supposed to give her some take-home doses. I don't know if she at that point yet. But if you use up to take-home doses before, if you're not taking the take-home doses that's prescribed for you, you will run out before it's time for you to get your next dose. You cannot go to the emergency room talking about you hurting and all this stuff, and they will give you an opiate pill or they will give you methadone. You can't do that. Keke, if that's what you thought they were going to do for you, they're not going to do it. You got to go through the clinic.
I don't think
they put in your IV thing. It was something to cause.
Oh, see, I mean, that was the second time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
But anyway, you need to do more listening than talking. So
yeah, he said you need to do more listening than talking. She do like to talk, seem like a dog. Well, what their husband need to know that once a person become addicted to opiates,
thank y'all for the cash.
Recovery entails a process in which the body and the
This
brain
new Charmin Ultra.
So her body and her brain is undergoing healing and need repair. This method of maintenance, let me go back. This method of
smooth tear is so soft.
is needed for the recovering addict to maintain a drug-free existence. Spouse recovering addiction should know and understand the types of challenges recovering addicts faces when at methadone maintenance treatment. This awareness can help spouses to better prepare to deal with the type of difficulty a couple may face when one of them is receiving methadone maintenance treatment. And this has nothing to do with Mel. Mel got her back, even though She's with this Home Depot situation. Mel had her back. She said innocent till proven guilty. So far, you guys, she's been working her program, but you guys saw this where, yeah, her body is aching. Yeah, she's maybe going through some withdrawal. Could be medication that she took with that could cause a side effect. Now you gotta understand the nature of this addiction. Oh man, this is my soul. So Martel is doing a commercial on the 6th annual polo fashion, and also he's advertising his honest one. This is by Shop Reality TV, you guys. Let's see what he's saying. Shop Reality TV. Let's see if I can get what Martel is saying. He's saying Shop Reality TV. Okay, here we go. Shop Reality TV. It's coming from Shop Reality TV. He said meet him there, rain or shine. It's coming from Shop Reality TV. This is me. He said meet me there, rain or shine, y'all. I can't keep up with this man. Let me play it one more time for y'all that y'all interested. For the polo classic and for the line. Shop Reality TV. Shop Reality TV. Arita, glad to see you. This is your Black History Spotlight, Black Excellence.
U.S. patent for Brooks' invention was granted on March 17, 1896. He added a self-propelled front brush sweeper to his original design and enhanced it even further by creating safer streets and cleaner sidewalks for pedestrians to walk on. The invention of a receiving pan, which gathered the swept dirt and moved it along a belt to empty into a container, was one of the most remarkable advancements. The front brushes were also modified in this invention, making them varied lengths, and a scraper for ice and snow was included. The popularity of the sweeper was boosted by the financial backing of George H. Halstead and Plummer S. Page. The cost of producing each sweeper was projected to be around $2,000 per unit. The new manufacturing business was given a $100,000 charter from the Pennsylvania state government in February of 1896, and was then given an assessment by Buffalo, New York City's maintenance supervisor, who hinted that he might adopt the concept for his own city. T.J. Marshall improved on the fire extinguisher in 1872 when he created a method for pumping water into individual sprinkler heads inside of buildings via pipes. The Marshall fire extinguishing sprinkler system, first used in 1874, is one of the most widely used fire protection systems in American buildings. It was frequently employed in factories because it was an efficient way to put out large fires and potentially dangerous explosions. In the United States, structures taller than 75 feet must now have sprinkler systems installed in order to comply with the law. Sprinklers are often praised for their minimal water damage to the property they affect. These systems are significantly more successful in salvaging property than fire hoses are. Some systems use heat sensors to choose which sprinklers to turn on, delivering water much more precisely and causing overall less water damage. The majority of systems discharge water from nozzles installed in the ceiling of buildings, while some also emit flame retardant foam. James S. Adams invented aeroplane propelling. When the Wright brothers invented the airplane, a frenzy of adventurers, amateurs, engineers, and innovators focused their minds on methods to improve its speed, durability, and altitude. In 1920, J.A.D. Adams approved the use of aircraft propulsion systems. This gave the blades a chance to rotate perpendicular to the airflow, which lessened any potential drag in case of an engine failure. Twin and other multiple engine aircraft use propellers with a second propeller that rotates counterclockwise. This propeller's rotation counters the torque impact of high power pistons and boosts power without expanding the diameter of the propeller. There are little or no resources to the use of Adams propellers, but one thing is certain: it paved the way for more advanced inventions in the aviation sector. If you're enjoying this video so far, then like this video and subscribe to the channel for more information. We drop a high-level documentary every Sunday. Now let's get back to the content. Charles Drew, a physician of African descent, was recognized for his expertise in blood plasma preservation during World War II. His study on how to safely ship and store blood plasma continues to save lives today. While studying at Columbia University, Drew began studying blood transfusions. Banked Blood was the title of Drew's dissertation. Drew was a pioneer in the field of blood banking. Soon after, he was appointed medical director for Plasma for Britain, where he quickly set new standards for the field. In 1941, he became the American Red Cross Blood Bank's first director in New York. He became the first African American surgeon to hold the position of examiner on the American Board of Surgery. In 1944, he was appointed chief of staff at Freedmen's Hospital, following his appointment as fellow of the International College of Surgeons. In 1949, Dr. Drew became professor and head of surgery at Howard Medical School. Valerie Thomas invented technology for 3D movies and television. Valerie Thomas started her career at NASA in 1964, where she directed the creation of Landsat, the first satellite to ever relay photographs from space. She also managed a project for NASA's image processing systems. In 1977, Thomas began investigating and testing an illusion transmitter, which would essentially produce the appearance of a 3D image. She obtained a patent for it in 1980. NASA still uses her idea today, as well as for medical purposes, including surgery and making television screens. It's time to change the narrative and write our own history. Click the video on the screen to learn more information they never taught us in school. We'll see you there.
This is your Black History Spotlight. Y'all know y'all titanium is my rock, my back, y'all. I am so shocked. Y'all know what I just went through with my brother. Almost a whole year trying to nurse him back to health. But my daughter, y'all, I almost lost my daughter, y'all, and she's still in danger, y'all. I've been up here for 4 days. 3 days, 4 days. Right now I'm finna change. Came home, take a shower. I needed a good shower. So I'll come home, take a shower. I'm going back. Y'all, please help me out. Don't forget, while I'm up here with my daughter, I be wanting to eat. I don't be wanting to snack. I don't snack myself chips out to death. Stuff in the cafeteria is high. You have to pay to park. Y'all know the routine, y'all. So I'm asking y'all if y'all can help me out with just food and while I'm up here. I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. They gave her the epidural and like it took her first. Let me start off with this. That 3 days they gave my daughter. Just 3 days. She just laid up there and suffered in labor, and she's one of those person that wanted to do everything natural. She's this natural type of person on down to the way she eat, down to medication. She don't take medication, so it was a shock to her that she couldn't have her baby at home. I showed videos of you guys. Anyway, her doula will be here, y'all. Her doula is going to be here. The next segment the doula is coming to speak to you guys. They're the people that support you throughout your pregnancy, and some deliver babies, some don't. But in this case, I I finally convinced her. I said, baby, this is the third day. Something going on with your daughter. Your daughter won't come down. You've been at 3 centimeters for 3 days. You have exhausted everything naturally. You have exhausted it. I mean, as a mom, you want to give your daughter the best. You have done that. But right now, it's in the hands of the medical world. You have let them do their thing so they can cut you open, get this baby out here. Okay, so she decided she was going to do it. They gave my baby the epidural, y'all. A split second, she stopped breathing. She had no blood pressure. They kicked me out the room. They called her cold. They had everybody in your mama, your daddy, your pots and pans, all kinds of equipment in there trying to save my daughter. Well, they gets her into there. They cut the baby out. They didn't even give her no extra anesthesia. They didn't have time to cut the baby out. They just cut that baby out. And the baby didn't descend because the cord was around the neck. And the baby had sense enough to know not to go no farther. She could have tried to push her way down, but she didn't. She stayed in that safe place and waited for her mama to figure it out. Anyway, so my daughter is in the recovery stage right now, y'all. So I'm going to be up there with my daughter. And then most of all, I have to be in the room with her to take care of the baby. She's not able. She wants the baby to stay in the room with her. She's not able to take care of the baby. And she just, she's still, her blood pressure still not up, y'all. She got a heart rate, but her blood pressure is so low. That's what's worrying me. I will be up there, but let me show y'all this. This is us right here. This is me going down the hall after she got out of the critical stage. They're rushing her back to ICU after they got the baby out. Okay, so the baby finally is here, and emergency. Once they gave her the epidural, her blood pressure dropped. She stopped breathing, so it was a quite emergency. No heart rate. The door closed on. Okay. Damn, door closed on. Pull it open. All right, you guys. Video diary. I'm finally here. She's finally here, the baby. I guess I can go home. After having a Oh my God, you guys, I don't know what the hell. Tape. Okay, you guys. Thank y'all for really. Oh, Lady P is here. Thank you, Lady P, for being here. We have been discussing such a serious thing on the methadone, and I explained to them that you do know people. You can tell a little bit about your background, but I'm here to teach. I don't like the way they do Keke. They want to make Keke look like she's a thief because of the drugs. They want her down. Talk about this girl really bad on this show. So we watched the film together. Remember, we discussed it. She said her body is aching. First of all, can you just introduce yourself to the audience? Let them know about why you're here and why you're such an expert on this methadone.
Hey everybody, this is Lady P. Y'all know me. Hey. Let me give you just a little bit of background about methadone. Methadone is administered.
Hold it. You got your TV on or something got to be turned off. You got something on. What is it?
I don't know what it is, sweetheart.
Did you got your TV on? Because we can't hear you for whatever is talking over you.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let me see.
If it's the TV, cut it off.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
it's
me
the
now?
TV.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, go on.
Okay, the
Introduce yourself
main
to the
thing.
audience.
Hey everybody, I'm Lady P. I can highly speak on the methadone situation because I'm an ex addict. I did heroin for almost 30 years, and any down high, your opiates, your heroin, your sleeping pills, anything like that. Once you get with the doctor, they'll put you on what they call methadone. The methadone, if you do any type of drug other than the methadone when you're issued it, you go through a withdrawal thing. Now, with me looking at Kiki,
Hold it,
I
hold it,
can't
hold it.
really say.
Hold it, hold it, hold it. Lady P, what you mean by
Yes.
any other drugs? You mean going on the streets and get them, or just regular drugs that can be prescribed to you that may interact with the methadone? Clear that up.
What you can do is you can have a drug from off the street. A doctor can give you something that, say, you get a cold and they give you a certain opiate or a certain narcotic that doesn't act and coincide with your methadone. It will send you into what they call withdrawals. And withdrawals makes your body hurt, and it puts you in a state where all you want to do for real, if somebody would stop the pain. But this is something that you have to go through, and withdrawals is not a pleasant, how can I say, it's not a pleasant thing to go through, because from your baby toe right on up to your hair follicles, the strands of your hair, everything hurts. Everything hurts when you go through a withdrawal. Sometimes the doctors in the hospitals don't know your symptoms, or if you don't tell them that you're on methadone, they can give you something for pain, and it will counter react against the methadone, and it will send you into a real shocking where the pain is unbearable. All you want to do is have something to stop the pain. So I kind of coincide with Kiki, and what we need to know is, what did the doctors give you when you got there? If you was on the methadone, you should have known that they can't really give you anything, because if they give you something to counteract the methadone, it's going to send you into withdrawals. And the withdrawals, it's a terrible thing to go through. And it's really nothing the doctors can do but tell you keep up with plenty of fluids, and try your best if you can. Try to get somewhere, get quiet, and try to sleep. 9 times out of 10, you're in so much pain till you can't sleep, and that's the worst and the fearest thing there is, because nobody knows how you really feel. Can't really explain the pain. It's just like having a baby. That pain that you feel when you push that child out, you can't explain that no more than I was hurting. You can't explain it. So, Kiki, whatever you're doing, and if you want to talk to someone, it's good if you're on the methadone, go to your counselor and talk to your counselor, or get you a psychiatrist and let them break that down to you, or you get a person that's been on the methadone for a couple of years. Now, with myself, I was on it for 10 years, and I can actually say, when you come off, you go through withdrawals. If you come off of it, you go through withdrawals. But it's the way that you come off, because what they do is they bring you down. So if You might not be as strong as I was because I had made up in my mind, look, I'm tired of going every day. I'm tired of taking this methadone. I'm tired of looking like a zombie walking around. One minute I got my head hung down, the next minute I'm up, and then you hear everything that's going on around you, which you're in a slump position. No, you get tired of that. Most people that take it and get it through their system straight and forward, you can't even tell that they're taking methadone. Like myself, you couldn't tell that I was on methadone due to the fact I did it with the way the doctor told me. But I also prayed and stayed in touch with my father so that when it was time for me to quit, I could walk away from it. And it's a big thing when you walk away from 120 milligrams of methadone.
Wow.
It's very, 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 I mean, to walk away and know that you're not going to have any type of withdrawals because you pray and everything is doing good for you. So what I do say is, Kiki, get with your counselor, or hey, reach out to Black Titanic and get my number, and I'll kind of coach you if I can. All right, and that's the only thing that I can say.
Okay, Lady P.
So yes,
Wait, Lady P. This question from that was Pretty Brown Eyes. She said, "Do you think that the pain is just in their head, or cause they just want to hit a drug, or what? What do you think?
no,
Was
no,
it
no,
the
no, no.
pain? Do you really feel that pain physically,
Yes,
logically?
yes, yes. The pain is so unbearable, so you can't explain what's really hurting you. I've been through that. Sometimes the pain can get so bad until you lose your memory. I
Wow.
can tell you one incident that I had, and me being a widow because my husband's deceased, he went through it with me for 4 months. I got tired of taking the methadone, and I called myself going to be a smart and just jump off of it and take another drug to counteract it, and I ended up losing my memory. And I lost it for 4 months. I didn't know that I had kids. I didn't know that I was married. I didn't even know where I lived at. And I've been with my psychiatrist for the longest. Um, he kind of talked to me, and he was telling me that whatever I do, once you come off of the methadone, if you really want to come off of it, either you're going to have to pray about the situation and stay in prayer constantly and have your pastor, your ministers to pray with you to get you in the way that when you walk away, you won't return. I mean, I've been off the methadone system now for uh this is October. June of this year, it
Thank you,
has
Kathleen
been.
Fullwood, for the super sticker. Sorry. Go ahead on.
This is October, so June of this year, I've been off of methadone for 12 years. It's been 12 years, and
Okay, hold it. I have to hold it, Pinky. When I'm interrupting you, I have to acknowledge the people that give me money. Okay, so
okay,
Kathleen Full gave me a super sticker. She said, "Pray over it. It will be okay." She talking about my daughter. Thank you, babe. I hope this will help you. God bless you and your daughter and the baby. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Miss Kathleen Fullwood. I appreciate you. There is something, some woman said something that to me that was being very judgmental. Miss Glenda, why would you say this? Hold on. I want you to address this, Pink. And first of all, I want to address her. If you stayed on it for been 10 years, I don't think you should coach anyone. No. Why, Miss Glenda? I thought the best coach are the ones that able was the one that able to addict it. And I do know I've been with this woman, right? I know what she been through. Her son, something happened. Can I say that without going into details
Yes,
about your son? Her
yes,
son was murdered. She has a series of, of things that she went through, that she go back and forth. But even this time when her son was murdered, she did not go back on those drugs. That was 2 or 3 years ago. Just abruptly just murdered. Nobody knew what happened. Call you, tell you your son just got shot. That's how I know that she's strong, Miss Glenda. And maybe you have not worked into the clinics. I see there's Miss Mary White been up here. She did say that was a long time to be on it. But people go through stuff. People go in and off of that drugs. They be trying to get off of that stuff. And I don't know how long. Have you ever tried to get out and then relapse and go back? A lot of people
yes.
do
I have.
that. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
talking
I
to Miss
have.
Glenda. She's starting to think that she got it together, Miss Glenda. This is not, I'm not trying to offend you, Miss Glenda, but you're being very judgmental because these people actually go through stuff. Some people are not able to coach. Some people go through sexual childhood abuse. When they get grown, they can't cope with it. So they get on drugs. They be in and out, trying to get off these drugs. So when you finally get off, I applaud you. I applaud this lady. That I was worried about her when her son was murdered. I thought that could be the worst thing could ever happen to someone. She did not even think about going on the drugs. I thought she was gonna do it. I never told you that, Pinky, but that's all I was thinking about. I hope this don't make her relapse back on drugs. But you did, and I'm
You,
proud of you.
let me say this. You really have to be strong. You really have to stay in touch with the Father. And when I say the Father, you have to stay on the Lord's side. I mean, look
Mhm.
at our society right now. Our society is nothing but drugs, guns, murders, robberies. I mean, the world has really changed, and the world is really, really, really the world is really bad. I mean, we have to get ourselves together and come on one accord and get with the Lord. Myself, uh, like I can say, methadone was there for me. It cured me. It kept me from doing heroin. Sometimes methadone helps people with other opiates. Heroin is an opiate. Heroin is something that you can do for years and never know that your body is ill. So, Miss Glenda, if you've never went through withdrawals or went through a drug, you cannot tell Miss Kiki nor myself how your body feels when the medication is not in your body. Methadone is a medication that is administered by a health worker or your doctor. You have a prescription for it. So to get on somebody about taking methadone, they're doing it to kind of react their drug scenes. They don't want to be on that hard drug anymore. They want to feel normal. So when you come off of the methadone, there is a process that you go through, like I said before. I'm sitting here with a neighbor, and me and my neighbor has talked a lot about the different drugs and everything. And a lot of people that look at me, next month I'll be 68 years old. Everybody that looks at me right now would not believe 40 years ago, man, I was somewhere on somebody's corner hanging and drugging and laughing and talking and dancing and jigging and living my life, as they say. But I have lost friends along the line, close friends. And a lot of them didn't get on the methadone. A lot of them walked away from the drug, and walking away, you got to be strong for that too. So I applaud Miss Kiki when she says she can't explain why her body's hurting. She wants somebody to tell her why her body's hurting instead of the doctor saying, "Look, you're going through withdrawals. Your body is withdrawing from the drug. It's nothing we can give you. Now we can give you something for pain, but what were you on? This is the question. What are you
Hold
on?
it,
So
hold
that
it,
we will.
hold it, Pinky. I got another one. Woo Woo gave me a $10 blessing. Blessing to you and your daughter, BT. Thank you, Woo Woo. Go ahead on. I want to put. Go ahead on, babe.
So you have to really look at it and find out. I know Miss Kiki hasn't came on the air, but I listened to how her and her husband went through what they're going through, and her husband wants some answers. But if her husband's never been on a drug, her husband can't tell her that her body don't hurt. And your body hurts so bad until you don't want nobody to tell you that you're not in pain. You don't want nobody to tell you that it's nothing they can do. So, Kiki, I applaud you because if you're on the methadone, go back to your health worker. Explain to your health worker that you are going through withdrawal effects. This is why your body is in so much pain. And then maybe they can bring your methadone back up to whatever level it was to keep you at ease and keep you there for a certain amount of months or weeks and start detoxing you, because I walked away from the methadone. I'm gonna just tell y'all straight up. I walked away because I knew that the Lord was on my side. I was on the Lord's side, and I did a lot of praying. And I got preachers and bishops and elders in my family. I had friends that stuck by me. I had ex addicts that stuck by me and commended me because I wasn't back out there on the corner. And I talked to the ones that are still drugging. I have a couple friends now that I can still talk to them and they got drug problems. And I mean, it's like, hey, it's an everyday thing to them. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, but you have to give it all to God. And this way you can walk straight up. You can walk. And the pain won't be as bad, Miss Kiki. The pain really won't be as bad. Just get in your prayer closet and start praying, asking God to remove the pain that you can't even explain. I had a sister that went through withdrawals.
Thanks for being here,
Um,
Hannah, and any
and my
other content creator. Sorry, Mary. I mean, go ahead on.
okay, my sister was living in an attic, and it was in a cross position. And I wish she wasn't at work right now because I would let her tell you her story. But when I tell you that her body fluids had dispersed, everything in her body just came out, and she got to praying and she said, Lord, if you just take away this pain, you won't have to send somebody to me. Okay, well, let me tell y'all how this really worked. She had 3 people to come to her, and she didn't realize that she wasn't even in pain anymore. She just thought that her body was still in pain. First, it was a little boy that lived downstairs that rang her doorbell and asked her for a couple cents so that he could catch the bus to go to school. And she lifted up the window. She never went to the door. She lifted up the window and she told him, yeah, okay, here, and dropped the change out the window, closed the window back. The next person came was the Jehovah Witnesses to minister to her. She told him she was busy. She was cleaning her house. She never answered. The next person that came was a little girl, and she said, my mom wants me to give you the change that you gave my brother. She said, oh, keep it. So, to tell you this, that night, as she cleaned up her house and got her body fluids all off the floor and everything, a ray
Thanks for
came
being
through her
here, Hannah.
window. A ray came through her window. And my sister said, Lord, if that's you, let me know. And he told her, she said, why didn't you come? She said, all I wanted you to do was to come, stop the pain. He answered her and he said, your pain is gone. You didn't even notice as you were cleaning. Your pain is gone. He said, I came to you 3 times and you didn't answer. You didn't even let me in. And she said, what do you mean you came 3 times? It was the little boy that needed change. It was the Jehovah Witnesses. And it was the little girl returning the change. So for me to tell you this, what I went through in my prayers is I say, Lord, let me be able to walk away. I was going to the clinic and I went back and I told the owner of the clinic I won't be back. And I was getting take homes. I was getting 30 take homes because I was going twice a month. I walked away on 120 milligrams of methadone. That's enough to knock a horse out. Let me be honest with you. It's enough to knock a horse out. Kill a dog, murder a cat, actually kill a child. Where I was walking around free as a bird. Nobody knew I was on this medication. So when it was time for me to come off, I got on my knees and I prayed and I said, Lord, I can't go through the withdrawals like I did before. I know who my family is. I don't want to lose that part of my life anymore. I know that I have 3 kids. So when I have emergencies to come up, I get closer and closer to God. I lost my son. Next month on the 6th, it will be 3 years exactly at 7 p.m. in the evening. Shot
Yeah.
dead in the streets of Douglasville,
Yes.
where I'm still running back and forth to court. I haven't gotten the answer, but all I want is justice for my child. So I have to stay close to God. I don't want the death penalty for that boy, that young lady, but I want justice. Because taking another life, what is it going to do? I hope that he do find God. I hope she finds God. I want them to understand what you did was wrong. Taking a life was wrong. But who am I to say what was on your mind? What did my son do to you? I don't know that. I have to wait to hear his side of the story also. But I know the type of child that I had. I knew the type of child that I had.
Okay, let me read this. To the young lady that to me was being so negative about your journey, that's Glenda. We can't be judgmental, and this was how I want to answer you, Glenda. It says everyone's journey coming from Barbara is different, and they're telling their story. We just need to pray for and uplift them, even though I'm not going through the same thing. Appreciate her for being open with us. Yeah, so the lady comes on to, it's not easy. Everybody don't want nobody to know about their past being so negative. It was not easy for her to come on, but she did it because I said, I want to teach my audience. I don't like the way Love and Marriage Huntsville is taking the direction of Keke addiction. It's just to make her look like she's violent, she's a thief. Nobody can trust her. I wanted y'all to know exactly what they go through. Now I saw a lot of people saying she was faking it because she want another hit of drugs, but actually those pains are real, right, Lady P. The pain is real.
Yes, they are. Yes, it's real and they hurt a lot. You can't explain, like she said, from the bottom of her feet to the top of her head, all down her back, her spine, her hands, her feet, her legs, her chest. You can't explain where the pain is coming from. All you know is that your body is withdrawn. That's just like if
What you think
there's a
about her
person that
husband?
takes.
What you think? You
Well, I
remember when
think
she seemed like Go on.
Well, my thing with her husband is that he has to go with her and find out what type of drug that she was on. What did the hospital give her to send her into withdrawals? If she keeps going back to the hospital, there's absolutely nothing the hospital can do when you're going through withdrawals. They'll give you a bed and tell you, well, we're going to give you fluids, and that's something you got to ride out. This is what I want her to accept. She's got to ride that pain out, and it's not a endurable. It's so unendurable till you absolutely almost lose your mind. So for her husband to feel the way he has, he doesn't feel the pain. The best thing for him to do is to pray for her and to stand beside her and try to understand what her body is going through. Because withdrawals is not a joke. And when I say your body aches, you don't know what part to tell that hurts the most because everything is achy. Everything is
Yeah.
achy.
Well, I do thank you for such a lovely testimony, and I got to read out some of the things that the fans are saying. Stick around. I've got to go pick Lady P up. She's my rock, y'all. She's been knowing my daughter since she was a little girl, and she's like her second mom. So she's going up there. We're gonna go up there together when I leave and take care of the baby. Actually, Lady P gave my daughter her first her first job, so she forever
Oh
looked.
yeah, that's my child too. That's my child. Her and my oldest son worked
Yeah,
together. They were in high school, and
yeah.
the neighborhood that we used to administer to. Yes, Sister Black Titanic. I wanted to let you know that one of our little soldiers passed away on yesterday morning.
Oh wow. Okay, we're gonna talk about
Tisha.
that. We'll talk.
So
Who,
that's
who
another
was it?
one that Tisha. So I want to get with you so that we can get with the family. Tisha passed away yesterday, approximately around 7:30
Okay, did she used to play with our
in the
kids or something?
evening.
Who?
Yes, that's one of our kids that was in our play. That's one
Oh,
of the
okay.
kids that
Well,
was in our play. So
okay, I'm gonna bring you back, and then we're gonna tell. That's a different story about how what we did for the community with at-risk children.
right.
Anyway, let me read this. Master Registered Nursing Degree. Say hello, fellow registered nurse. Cash App, you now my prayers. Hey, you guys, the Cash App comes up on here, and I just want to thank all of y'all for the Cash App and the super stickers. Oh yeah, thank y'all for my 10,000 subscribers. I'm moving on along. Yeah, we also had a dance. I told them about we had a dancing group. I used to be a dancer. She knows she was the director of one of my dancing groups. But anyway, you guys, I'm gotta go. I gotta go. I'm gonna pick Lady P up, and then we gotta go take care of my daughter and the baby.
I'll
So
be
I'm just
dressed and ready when you get here. I'm gonna say goodbye to the audience. Any
okay. Yeah.
questions or anything, please reach out to Black Titanic, get my number or whatever, and I'll talk with you.
Or
Love
we
you
can have
all.
a
Bye
part
bye.
two on we can have a part two on the questions. And I like to say to you, Miss Glenda, we're not trying to be negative towards you, but you did come off a little mean spirit saying that you would never use her. She's not a right fit for to coach anybody, but she is in the community. She is coaching other people that are in her area. They come to her. Thanks for being here, Hannah Grace. Thanks for being here. Yeah, they come to her. She's helping a whole lot of addicts in the community. And God bless you too, Glenda, because she said she actually kicked her own addiction mirror. We're not here to, we're just discussing the issue, and congratulations on kicking your addiction, Glenda. Okay. Bill Wilson said, understandable, Glenda. Thank you for sharing your story as well. Yeah. Thank you, Glenda. Thank you for Thank you for sharing your story also. Everybody got different stories. So, yeah. And Trenton, at some point, thank you for being here. I will reach out and do a part on your last video. I got some for you, Trenton. I gotta do that. Oh yeah, and by the way, you guys are asking about the book club. Hopefully Saturday we can get right back on track. Now, when I do, it was a few people showed up. That's because you won't see the advertisement. I do unlist it, and then I put it on the community board. The link is going to be on the. Hey, our leader, the link is going to be on the community board. I'll start advertising it tomorrow, you guys. So I will have class this Saturday. Trending at some point. I got to get to that one. Ooh, Lord, Trending, thank you so much. You just so patient, and you should have been a lawyer yourself, Trending. You should have been some kind of in some kind of legal field. Good afternoon, Grandma Black Tanya and Chick. Oh, that made me feel good. She called me Grandma. Thank you, darling. That made me feel so good. Y'all know my sister, our leader like a sister to me. That's my internet sister. I never met her, but she's like a sister. She always, we come by email, me and her. And so, that's how I communicate with her. You guys, I do have an email. If all of y'all sent me y'all email, just put it up there. Let me put it up there. Say something to me so I have all my members' emails, especially, so I can email y'all at one time when I'm coming, and we can have a great discussion on the classes. I want it to be fun, y'all. It's not just for me, it's for us to learn also. It's for us to learn too about our own ancestors back in the day. So my email is just Black Titanic, y'all. I'm putting the email of Titanic 65 at Yahoo. For those of you, just take time out and email me. Say whatever you want to say. I just want to have your email. I want all my memories. I need your email. Right? So, Mary White, do you want to come up and say something? Or I think Mary White is a little shy about coming up on the platform. But I noticed she seems like she's an expert. I don't think she will. Thank you, Glenda, for sharing. Glenda said, thank you, Belle Wilson. It wasn't easy, but I was determined not to trade one for another one. Yes, Glenda, yes. Everybody got their own journey, and you had to do what was best for you. I'm proud of you, Glenda. You can come up and tell your story, too. I want to do a part 2 on this. I didn't realize that I was going to have such a great thing. Oh, yeah, y'all. I forgot about the comeback. Oh, I don't want to. Did y'all know that the community, it was in my last video. Y'all can go there and hear the details. But Huntsville community is so upset with, the Scots, y'all. These Scots, besides scamming, they be doing people wrong in the community. Y'all, let me put this up. Let me find it. I was talking to somebody, and then I saw it on there. I got it from one of the Facebook group. But look at this. Stealing ideas.
No, the whole fan page, the T and the J, was the Scott Expo idea and Huntsville original. No. And they posted this Black Business Expo for good. They steal everything, people ideas. They don't do nothing original. Nothing the Scott do is original. It's a step. They are copycats. Instead of admitting they're inspired by others to recreate, they want to be seen as original for they lack substance. One that said exactly, production set this all up as a storyline, just like Martel wine release party. Give me a in eligible tax deductible expenses to convert a non-profit event into a for-profit event by charging people a fee while asking speakers to waive their speaker fee. Does that make sense?
No, so now I understand. Remember when wait, let me show y'all these people before I say that. These are the people that do they business export. It's called Business Expo every year, y'all. They do it every year. And guess who then came along and hijacked it and copy? That's where they get the comeback group. Huntsville Black Business Expo set to return in the late summer. So they've been out doing their thing. Now here come Kimmy and tisha. Kimmy was right along with it. She's the one that made according to this, she made those flyers up against those people, knowing that was what they do. Now, Carlos, y'all see these black business that the black business come around every year. You could go and interview some of these people and put them on your platform for Love and Marriage Huntsville, you guys. So we're talking about getting Martel off of the show. They even had a article written on about Martel getting off the show. They want Martel off the show. A lot of people from Huntsville don't like Martel and the Scots being on the show because people are judging the Huntsville because of them. They don't just point them out. This is the Black Journal, y'all, who they copying from. They just don't point them out as being individuals. Well, they include everybody in Huntsville as the culture of how they treat marriages in Huntsville. No, you guys, we have to do this as an individual thing. Judge them as an individual. Do not judge Huntsville as a whole. But they want Martel off the show. They want the Scots. They say they would rather have Martel on there than the Scots, y'all. Them Scots, they just moving through that community, just stealing, always stealing. Stole these people ideas. And then they going to put their Black Expo just a few months ahead of the original people that do the expo. And I was getting ready to tell y'all, do y'all remember when we were saying that they supposed to, if they want somebody to pay, they need to advertise it ahead of time where they couldn't. They weren't supposed to charge at all because they are under the nonprofit. Under the nonprofit, like they said they made about $10,000, y'all. They said that these people made about $10,000. And then what they did was the way they handled it would be under the table. You give me that, and they wanted cash. Can you give me your $100 cash when they got there? If they ever advertise it ahead of time, they would have shut the whole thing down because it's supposed to be nonprofit. And then even, that's how the speakers, that's what they told the speakers. Everybody, it's nonprofit. And then when you get there, then that's when he holler, oh, you got to have $100. You got to pay me $100. So that was why he did not advertise ahead of time, simply because it's nonprofit. They would have shut it down. So what they did was use deceit like they always do. When you get there, that's when they'll ask you so you can get paid under the table. I'm finished. I thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Glenda, for your story. I wasn't coming down on you, Glenda. You had a story too, okay? We can't be judgmental. That's not how to write. You might have came up with your heroin addiction a lot longer than Lady P. Lady P had a lot going on in her life too that kept her going back and forth, relapse. She's not saying she was on it the whole 10 years straight, She was off some years. I remember when I first met her, she went on. She had been off then like about 3 or 4 years, but she included that relapse in there too. So thank each and every one of you. Thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank y'all for blessing me with money to be able to eat and travel and to get up there. Somebody came in late about my daughter. Yes. Yeah, it was. Somebody asked me, was that a replay? My video. Of course I did. I played it at the beginning and at the end. A lot of y'all was not here at the beginning. I was just trying to show y'all what happened to my daughter. So thank y'all for the encouragement. Somebody told me that my daughter's gonna be okay on here, and I'm gonna grab that. But I am, y'all. I will be up there at the hospital. But what I do is I can try to keep sending y'all videos through pre-recorded. Be looking out for my pre-recorded video. Keep them lights out. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. That's where I'm gonna be at up there with my daughter. Go up there and take care of her baby. Take care of the baby till she recover. For those of you that didn't know, my daughter, they gave her the epidural. She quit breathing. Heart stopped on her. They had to call her cold. Baby doing well, but she's still in ICU. So that's where I'm finna go. I'm finna go up here and take care of my daughter. Love y'all. I don't know what I'd do if it went for y'all. Love y'all. I love y'all so much. Well, they say that sometimes strangers can be your family. They be better family members than that's people that's not blood related to you. Be better family members than your own bloodline family. Thank y'all. Love y'all. I'm going up there and take care of my baby. Gonna be good to see my grandbaby. And y'all know what? Y'all be praying when I walk through that door that my daughter be able to come home and she's breathing on her own again. So I'm praying for her, y'all, to be breathing on her own again. All right, bye.